Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are returning to my channel or you are somebody brand new, thank you very much for checking this video out. It is greatly appreciated. As always, apologies for the average quality and for the fact that I don't really edit these videos, so if I stumble over my words going forwards, I apologise in advance. So, today is yet another Eurovision related video, and I was going to put off filming this for another week or two, but I thought, you know what, I'm in the mood to film it now, so that's what I'm doing. It is my predictions for the semi-finals of the upcoming Eurovision Song Contest in Tel Aviv in Israel. Now, I want to make it clear, of course, that my predictions are likely to change going forwards once we know how the performances will look on stage in Tel Aviv and how they sound. I think all of us will have a better idea of whether one country's a qualifier or this country will actually miss out. All of that business is still to come. But yesterday afternoon I spent a bit of time going through all of the countries, really thinking about them in some depth, and I, at the moment, have what I believe is a fairly good prediction for both semi-finals, and I'm going to be telling you my predictions in this video. You are more than welcome to let me know whether you agree or disagree with me in the comments, but of course, please respect my opinions as I will with yours. I'm very interested to see whether you think my prediction is somewhat accurate or wildly off the mark. I've been a Eurovision fan since 2003, and I've been paying close attention to the contest year-round for about 6 or 7 years. I have never predicted 10 out of 10. Hardcore fans, members of the press who go to Eurovision every year and really write about it a lot and love it, they probably do get 10 out of 10 more often than not. But for me, it's just something that's never really happened. I usually predict about 7 or 8 correctly. Sometimes it's very hard, of course, to predict certain qualifiers. And I'm hoping that this year I get about 8 or 9 correct in each semi-final. We shall see. So, what I did yesterday afternoon is I took lots of slips of paper and I wrote on each slip of paper the name of the country, its position in the running order, and a few bullet points that essentially cover what each song is about. So whether it's a male, female, band, genre, what the staging might look like, what the betting odds are saying, all of that business. And I have put them on my notice board, which actually sits in front of me 99.9% of the time, and I will be holding it up later on in this video to show you. So, I'll just get straight into it then. I hope that you can see my face okay. I am sitting quite far away from the camera. But anyway, semi-final 1, which will take place on the, I can never remember the dates, the 14th of May. So just over a month from now, Tuesday the 14th of May, France, Israel and Spain, plus the 17 countries in semi-final 1 will all vote. 50% jury, 50% public. And I have taken into consideration what people online are saying. That's YouTube and Twitter predominantly. I've taken a look at the betting odds, and I've also just used my own opinions. So here we go. I believe winning semi-final 1 in just over a month's time will be Greece, performing 16th out of 17 in that first semi-final. Better Love by Katarzyna Duska. What I've written down on the little slip of paper here says Florence and the Machine type pop, euphoric, uplifting, good singer. Now, I should say as well that very recently we had Eurovision in Concert, which is an annual event in Amsterdam, where quite a lot of the artists in the forthcoming edition of Eurovision take to the stage, perform their song, possibly for the first time live. And it's not the best indicator of how a song might sound and or look at the competition, but it gives fans a little bit of a taste of what's to come, perhaps. Katarzyna was ill, I believe, in Amsterdam, so she didn't sound the best, but I still thought that actually she sounded pretty good. The staging could be key. I'm very interested to see how they present this entry, and I've written down here it could win the first semi-final. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. Second in semi-final 1, I believe, will be Cyprus. This is Replay by Tamta. It will open the first semi-final. It's up-tempo pop, similar to Fuego, not exactly the same, but definitely inspired by it. It's not as strong as Fuego, in my opinion. Contemporary, lots of fan support, but a repetitive refrain. And the reason I've put Greece above Cyprus is because Cyprus opened the show and Greece are much later on. Pretty much as simple as that. You could swap these two around every day. Let me know what you think. I believe third in semi-final 1 will be Iceland. They'll perform 13th. This is Hatrith Munsigra, Hate Will Prevail by Hatari. Male band, BDSM-influenced outfits, techno, flamboyant staging, stands out a mile, and fan support is quite high. It's definitely a contender to win, in my opinion. But it might not win the first semi. Fourth, I'm going to have to put it like this. Just a second. There we are. Fourth in semi-final 1. This is maybe a bit generous. It's Australia. They'll perform 12th. Kate Miller-Heidke with Zero Gravity. Established female musician. Popera. And I think that operatic element has put a lot of people off this. Staging is likely to be theatrical, but toned down a touch. I watched an interview that Kate Miller-Heidke gave to Wee Wee Blogs recently, and she said that there will be an element of the theatrical about it, but maybe not quite the same as it was in the Australian national final, something like that. Superb vocals. You can't ignore the fact that she is an absolutely brilliant singer. She nailed it in Amsterdam, and there has been a split fan opinion. Some people love it, some people don't. I should say with Iceland, I think the response was generally quite warm towards their performance, and I thought that it was pretty good too. So, I'm already waffling. Moving on, moving on. Fifth in semi-final 1, I believe, will be Belgium. This is Wake Up by Elliot, young male soloist. Chorus not as good as the verses, arguably. Rather simplistic and low-key. Live vocals must be better. Belgium are in a spot of bother. I've written here, could be in trouble. 5th place, yes, that's maybe a few places too high, but I do think Belgium will creep in. The juries really should appreciate it. It's the public vote where Elliot may really suffer. And there's a lot riding on the performance in Tel Aviv. 6th in semi-final 1, I've gone for Portugal. Some people are worried about Conan Osiris's chances. I'm not. I think that he will go through. The song is called Telemoveis, Mobile Phones. He's a unique male singer. The song mixes pop, folk and traditional elements. It's quirky, not everybody's taste. It stands out, and early fan support was high. I think that he's planning big things for the performance in just over a month's time. It'll be very interesting to see. I'm not a huge fan, but I appreciate it more than I did about a month ago. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th in semi-final 1 will be Hungary. This is As En Apam, My Father by Yotzi Papai. It's ethnic folk performed in Hungarian, which is a plus. Previous Eurovision experience, let's not forget that Yotzi finished in the top 10 2 years ago. The melody is beautiful, it really is a very pretty song, and Hungary has a good qualification record. That can't be ignored. 8th in semi-final 1. Now this is where it gets a bit tougher to work out where each country is probably going to finish. But I have put Poland to finish 8th. They'll perform 4th in the first semi-final. This is Fire of Love Palisie by Tulia. They're a girl group, ethnic folk pop, mix of dark and joyful. and some will find the chorus irritating. It's a bit like Australia. You'll either really like it or you really won't. And I know that the Polish entry has a lot of fans and the diaspora is large. Will that play a part? Possibly. Let me know what you think. Oh, I'm really not sure about the next one. 9th in semi-final 1, I've gone for Estonia. This is Victor Krone with Storm, Swedish-born singer. Very much in the mould of Avicii. I mean, we are talking... If Avicii was still alive, he would probably sue. Because it's very similar. It's very generic. Very unoriginal. But I don't think that matters. I really don't think that matters at all. If you take a look at the music that is really successful these days, not a whole lot of it is genuinely original stuff. I've written down here, generic. Generic, but still a pretty good song in my opinion. He needs to be better live all round. Everything needs to just be a lot stronger. I was a bit disappointed with his performance in the Estonian national final, and I've put here may struggle, especially in the jury vote. I think so. Remember that he only just made the final 3 in Eesti Laul. Admittedly, that was on a smaller scale. On a bigger scale, will he struggle just as much, if not more? I don't know. We will soon find out. So, the 10th qualifier from semi-final 1, I have gone for Slovenia. This is Zalakrauj and Gaspar Santel with Sebi, which means oneself. Male-female couple, low-key, hypnotic melody, dull staging. There's not much you can do with this to make it stand out. The guy doesn't really do much at all. The emphasis is on the girl. She steals the show. And I've also put here gaining fan support. It's not one of the big favourites to win, but it is appreciated by the bookmakers. And the betting odds definitely suggest that Slovenia will qualify quite comfortably. So there we have it. Greece, Cyprus, Iceland, Australia, Belgium, Portugal, Hungary, Poland, Estonia and Slovenia. My prediction at this moment in time. Missing out Serbia in 11th place. It will be very close. I've put typical Eurovision ballad performed in Serbian, great voice, previous Eurovision experience, but she didn't qualify in 2013 as part of the girl group. Will get neighbourly votes, but perhaps too dull for some. I thought that she was excellent in Amsterdam. Fantastic vocals. I was also impressed with Poland, by the way. Forgot to mention that. I was impressed with Hungary as well. Moving on. 12th in semi-final 1, I've put the Czech Republic. This is Lake Malawi with Friend of a Friend, male group, indie, upbeat melody, catchy, but not too strong overall. However, it is fun and gaining fan support. I think it was dismissed early, now people are starting to appreciate it more. 13th in semi-final 1, I have put San Marino. Do you think this is a qualifier? If so, which country misses out? San Marino, Say Na 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 by Serhat, previous Eurovision experience, Turkish-born, fun, albeit slightly jokey pop. Lacking neighbourly votes, but has a good place in the running order. He's last. I mean, you can't get much better than that. 14th in semi-final 1, I've gone for Finland. This is Darude featuring Sebastian Rayman with A Look Away, EDM, staging will help song's chances, poor chorus, not jury-friendly. Unoriginal. After that, 15th, I've gone for Belarus. This is Like It by Xena. Big blast of pop, 16 years old, weak, repetitive refrain, but the potential for impressive staging. It could be a bit of a surprise in Tel Aviv. I think people might be surprised by how it's presented, possibly. More likely, it'll be a bit of a mess. 16th, I've gone for Georgia. Sul Sin Iare, that's not what it's called anymore, it's called Keep On Going, performed by Otto Nemsadze. It's a patriotic type song, he has a gravelly voice, it's unlikely to qualify, powerful, but pretty unpleasant to listen to in my opinion. Last place, 17th of 17 in semi-final 1, I've gone for Montenegro. This is Heaven by D-Mol, male-female group, uplifting but cheesy, and really lacking fan support. Let me know what you think of that semi-final 1 prediction. It's likely to change. I am torn between Estonia and Poland going through, ahead of Serbia and possibly the Czechs. Things might change. Semi-final 2. I'll try to be better with this. I keep forgetting the whole performances in Amsterdam. The Czech Republic were there, weren't they? Lake Malawi. Yes, I don't really remember the performance, which is perhaps not a good sign. San Marino was okay, nothing amazing. Finland, was that performed in Amsterdam recently? I can't quite remember. If it was, I don't really remember it. Belarus was okay, but nothing amazing. Georgia, he's got a good voice, but it's not a great song. Montenegro, I think, were there, and I thought that was alright. Yes, apologies. Slovenia were there? Anyway, this is one of the flaws of not editing videos, but semi-final 2. Here we go. 18 countries. All of them will vote. Thursday the 16th of May, Germany, Italy and the UK are the automatic qualifiers that will also vote. Winning semi-final 2, I have put the Netherlands. Duncan Lawrence with Arcade, great male singer, haunting, beautiful, strong ballad, the clear favourite to win. It is at the moment. Minimal staging expected, but has the song peaked too early? Let's not forget Italy 2017. Classic example of a song peaking too early and then falling away at the key point in the build-up to the contest. Second place in semi-final 2, I've gone for Russia. Sergei Lazarev with Scream, massively popular and successful singer, finished third in 2016. Big dramatic ballad, big plans for the staging, but on the whole, a little underwhelming in my opinion. Third in semi-final 2, I've gone for Sweden. Chances are that top 3 will almost definitely be the top 3, but in what order? Who knows? Sweden, Too Late for Love by Jon Lundvik, gospel-inspired pop, very good vocalist. He's also co-written the British entry. Strong backing vocalists too, and very likely to push for the win in the final. Fourth in semi-final 2, I've gone for Switzerland. Surely they will qualify this year. This is She Got Me by Luca Heni. Charismatic performer, Latin-inspired pop, catchy, likeable, high fan support, overhyped, question mark. And the Swiss do not have a good qualification record, but that might be about to change. Oh, fifth in semi-final 2. Maybe a few places too high. Let me know what you think. I've gone for Norway. Kano, Spirit in the Sky, male-female trio, upbeat pop, Northern Sami influence, that's a really good element of the song. Catchy, likeable, lots of fans, but the jury votes may harm its chances, no doubt about that. Remember that Kano, like with Victor Krone from Estonia, only just made the final part of the national final. And on a bigger scale, will something similar happen again? Sixth in semi-final 2, I've gone for Malta. What a great song this is. Michaela Pace, chameleon, young, pretty female singer, good voice, contemporary pop with a hint of R&B, cool music video, one of the strongest music videos of the year, but it's more of a lyric video. But it really is so visually interesting. I'll be very interested to see how it's portrayed on stage. I'm sure they've got big plans. I've put here, the staging must be spot on, but high fan support, over 4 million views for the official music video on YouTube. That can't be ignored. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th in semi-final 2, I've gone for Armenia. This will open semi-final 2. It's Walking Out by Serbuk, strong female singer, powerful melody, a bit of a dark horse. I think it might creep into the top 10 in the final. We shall see. 8th in semi-final 2, Armenia's neighbours, Azerbaijan. This is Truth by Chingiz. He's a male soloist, up-tempo pop, colourful, striking music video. Vocals will have to be on point. There are a few high notes in this song. Likely to qualify, no doubt about it. Now it gets really tough between about 5 countries. And ninth in semi-final 2, I've gone for Denmark. This is Love Is Forever by Leonora, young female singer, cutesy pop song. 2 Junior Eurovision? Question mark. Staging may stay the same as in Dansk Melodi Grand Prix. It's twee, fans might go off it, but juries may love it. And I think the jury votes might be high enough to see Denmark qualify. And now, I think this will be so close on the night, but 10th in semi-final 2, just qualifying, I have gone for Romania. This is On a Sunday by Esther Peony, female singer, element of mystery. It is quite a mysterious song, quite a dreamy melody, quite cool and sophisticated, borderline qualifier, no doubt about it. I don't think that Romania will qualify comfortably, nor do I think they will be really far away from qualifying. But for now, I have put Romania as qualifier 10, ahead of 11th place, North Macedonia. I'd love to see them qualify because it's been such a long time, but I think it's probably just going to miss out. Just. Proud. Tamara Todevska. Good, experienced female musician. Sang for Macedonia 11 years ago but didn't qualify. Strong, powerful message, but on the whole a little unremarkable, and the country rarely qualifies. 12th, I've gone for Austria. Limits by Penda. Still not sure how you pronounce that. Blue-haired female, stripped back, unmemorable, not a whole lot of fan support, but Austria usually qualify. So, like with Hungary in semi-final 1, Hungary usually qualify, but will they miss out this year? Austria usually qualify. Will they miss out this year? We shall see. Then, in 13th place, I've gone for Albania. I know a lot of people love this song. It is Johnny de Malici with, apologies for the pronunciation, Ktheu Tokes, Return to the Land, powerful vocals, typical Albanian ballad, female-driven ballad, rather dull in the end, some fan support, but perhaps not enough. 14th place, now this is a song that I think people need to pay more attention to. It's Lithuania. It's Run with the Lions by Jurijus, or Yuri Veklenko. Yes, male singer, bog standard pop, will benefit from neighbourly diaspora votes. OK vocals, borderline qualifier. Let's not forget, the UK public will almost certainly give this song 12 points, because we always seem to give Lithuania high points. Ireland will give this a lot of points. Whether the juries do, I don't know. Latvia can vote as well. They'll give Lithuania points. Russia will give Lithuania points. So that's a good batch of points already for this song. Will other countries vote for it enough to push it into the qualification zone? We shall soon see. But don't write it off. I think a lot of people are. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15th in semi-final 2 is Ireland for me. 22, performing second on the night, Sarah McTernan. Young female, cute pop song, doesn't build up enough, and not a good spot in the running order. I think Ireland's chances are pretty much gone. I keep forgetting the numbers. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16th, Croatia. This is The Dream by Rocco. Good, young, male vocalist, but cheesy is not the word here. You will be able to smell the cheese through your television. It is that cheesy. Will he keep the wings on his back? Hopefully not. Could spring a surprise. Jacques Hudek took people by surprise in Kiev 2 years ago, finished in the top 10 in the public vote. He's co-written this song, and he might do it again. This could be the surprise of the year. Juries might love it. 17th, Moldova. This is Stay by Anna Odubescu. So-so pop ballad. More mature and relaxed than previous Moldovan entries, which have been a bit fun and silly, I guess. Somewhat powerful, but really unmemorable. I've seen very few people talk about Moldova this year. But last place, 18th in semi-final 2, I've gone for Latvia. It would be yet another last place in the semi-final for the Latvians. That Night by Carousel, male-female group, sleepy acoustic ballad, doesn't go anywhere. I really don't mind it, but it is going to struggle. and I've put that down here on the bit of paper as well. So there we have it. Netherlands, Russia, Sweden, Switzerland, Norway, Malta, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Denmark, Romania, the 10 qualifiers from semi-final 2, 11th North Macedonia, Austria 12, Albania 13, Lithuania 14, Ireland 15, Croatia 16, Moldova 17, Latvia 18. In terms of the performances in Amsterdam recently, I thought Duncan was superb for the Netherlands. That song, if it doesn't finish in the top 2, I would be genuinely quite surprised. Switzerland, not brilliant, but not awful. Dancing and singing at the same time is hard to do. Just needs to be a bit better, I think, and it will be in Tel Aviv. Norway, I thought was very good. Malta weren't there. I think Michaela needs to do a lot of promotion because people will forget her song otherwise. Armenia, great singer, great vocalist. I thought the performance was solid. He wasn't there. Denmark, a little bit disappointing. Romania, bit forgettable. Austria, really not that bad. I was impressed with Austria. It's a really slow song. You have to be in the mood to listen to it. But actually, I thought her performance in Amsterdam was pretty good. Albania, I don't want to say average because that sounds harsh, but I don't really remember it that much. Lithuania, okay. Ireland, okay. Moldova, okay. Latvia and Croatia. I can't remember who was there and who wasn't. But anyway, I'm going to have to stand up to show you now. You won't be able to see it very well, and it'll be back to front anyway. But, oh, move my chair out the way. This is how it looks. All the dots are the pins, of course, but you can see here, this is semi-final 1, so Greece at the top, Cyprus, and then semi-final 2 is over here. I'll just try and move it closer. You might be able to see vaguely some bits and pieces, but there you are. I put these on the notice board just before filming this video, and I'm now going to hang it back up, and you won't be able to see my face for a second, but let me just put this here. Oh, there we go. Is that good? Looks okay to me. Oh, yep, that looks okay. So, let me know what you think. Do you agree or disagree with me? Have I got it completely wrong? I mean, I really have tried to be as accurate as possible. I'm not sure about Estonia. I'm not sure about Poland. I'm not sure about Slovenia, Serbia. I'm not sure about North Macedonia, Austria, Albania, Romania, Denmark. I'm not sure about a lot of countries. I think we can safely say Greece, Cyprus, Iceland, qualifying, no doubt about it. Netherlands, Russia, Sweden, Switzerland, qualifying, no doubt about it. Montenegro, Georgia, not qualifying. Latvia, Moldova, Ireland as well, not qualifying. So I think the closer we move towards the contest, the better all of our predictions will become. And that's it. I will be making a video closer to the time with my final predictions. As always, there are links in the description to my blog and other social media pages. I will be doing lots of blog posts about Eurovision when the contest rolls around, so feel free to take a look then if you so wish. I sometimes do polls on my Twitter page. Take a look there as well if you so wish. And now I'm repeating myself. Apologies for waffling. I do it all the time. Once I get talking about Eurovision, I can't seem to stop. So, there we have it. Feel free to put your predictions in the comments. Get a discussion going if you so wish. And hopefully you think my predictions weren't completely wrong. I will take into consideration what you say, of course, and I will be taking a look at the betting odds and what people on Twitter and YouTube are saying going forwards as well. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.